What's up, everybody? My name is Devin. Hang tight, let me get all the computer stuff out of the way. I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. Boom, put the post on Facebook. I am sorry, Facebook. Last time you gotta come to YouTube. But if you do come from Facebook, thank you so much. I am live on Facebook, or not live on Facebook. Waiting on YouTube. Let's go YouTube. Huh. Oops. I might be live on Facebook. Or live on YouTube. Let me take a look. Nope. Go here. I'm sorry, everybody. If there's anybody here right now, let me just see if I'm live on... Okay, I am live on YouTube. Thank goodness nobody's here. All the computer stuff out of the way. My name's Devin, and I do an alternative play-by-play of sports events, mainly Los Angeles sports, but I'm doing the Lakers right now. And I basically just watch the game with no sound, and I tell you exactly what I see. So think about it like radio, and if not, I got the score updating in the top left corner. And if you're a regular, you'll notice that is a new graphic. Usually I just do Google, but put in Lakers into Google, and I'm telling you, it's not updating. So I'm doing this new one. And yeah, let's take a look at the score. It's 73-62. We are playing the Miami Heat, and I looked it up. Their record is not that bad. It's like 32-29. And we're up by 11, so that is a good start. And I know that they have Dwayne Wade, but other than Dwayne Wade, I don't know about anybody. Wait, do they not have? Wait, do they have Dwayne Wade? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But look at this new website. We can scroll down and see some stats. So we got team matchup. We get 107 points per game. That's more than the Heat. They got a better record. We got a higher field goal percentage, a little lower 3-point percentage. 46 to 4. So we're winning in every single category. And Lopez. Oh no, these are just points per game. Let's see who the Heat have, because we already know who the Lakers have. We got Whitesdale. We got Richardson. We got Winslow. We got Olenek. Already don't like that guy. And we got Dragic and Whiteside. So it look like they got some pretty good players. Richardson. And yeah, so I doubt anybody's here yet. We're still on halftime, and both teams are back out on the court warming up. And yeah, so the Lakers are on a little bit of I never really know what to talk about when I start in halftime, because they're just shooting on the court. But I can see, let's just take a look. I'll do a deep dive into this shot that is just them warming up from a long ways away. It looks like the seats are starting to fill up, but in general, maybe a little bit empty. Not seeing as many Laker fans as I normally do at these games. So maybe they're all taking a pee, but don't see a lot of jerseys. So Miami got to get some more Lakers fans. And on the court, I see Lopez warming up, and even in warm-ups, all he does is jack up threes. You can't stop him. I see a couple other guys. I think that's Isaiah Thomas, the new guy, also warming up. So yes, the Lakers are warming up. And I don't know the stats of anybody right now. I don't know who's doing good. But Lonzo's back, thank goodness. And just right off the bat, he is starting to make a difference. And he definitely helps us win. And I think he's only going to get better from here on out. Brandon Ingram's only going to get better. Our team is actually, if you're going to take all the teams in the NBA that might be on the upturn, the Lakers might be number one. Except for that team except for Houston, actually. I think they've been on the biggest upturn. They just won 14 games in a row. So, actually, we're not maybe like, the Lakers are an up-and-coming team, and we're starting to run better. And we got Ingram, we got Lonzo, we got Randall. There's so much potential, and they're starting to click finally. And Luke Walton, I think, is starting to get his voice as a coach. These days, he is yelling, he's communicating, people are listening. Like right now, I think he's talking to a group of kids right now on the court. But yeah, those kids are listening. But yeah, Luke Walton is getting way better. And still on halftime. Thanks for coming, everybody. If you're coming from Facebook, you know what? I need to get the multi-stream booster. I had it for a little bit. I had the free 2 months to use it, so I was able to do Facebook and YouTube. But now they want me to pay, and it's $15 a month. And it's like, man. But the thing is if I'm doing this anyway, I might as well do it on Facebook. And Facebook, it's a tough crowd. But there's just so many people that I need to do that soon. So Facebook, I'm coming back, but just not yet. YouTube, you guys are my peeps, and in general, just a little easier crowd. Talking into a computer is more of a normal thing to do on YouTube. You should have seen these people the first time I was on Facebook. They're like, who the fuck are you? And I'm just popping up on their feed. I'm like, dude, you searched Lakers into Facebook. Don't be coming at me. But yeah, they definitely didn't understand it. And you know what? I don't even know if I understand it. I'm just doing play-by-play. Think about it like radio. And it started because of a fight between me and Spectrum over Dodgers. And, we got into a little tussle. We don't like each other. That's plainly known. And Dodgers were over. And then maybe I just took the fight a little bit too far and moved on to the Lakers. But honestly, I like doing the Lakers better. Basketball to me is more fun to watch. So I am happy I'm doing it. But I don't know why I'm doing it. But if you're new here, thanks for coming. I'm just going to do a play-by-play, so just think about it like radio. And both teams are now still warming up. And Miami has more players on the court. I can't tell who's who. The camera's too far away. Let's see. I see somebody in the crowd wearing a Kobe jersey. And that's it. If you're a regular, make sure you tell me you're here. If you're new, you know what? You might be a little bit confused. Just give me 10 minutes. Once the game starts and I'm doing play-by-play for like maybe 10 minutes, I get a little bit warmed up. Come back in a half an hour. If you're new here. Regulars, thanks for coming back. And now we have Ready, Set, Go, a sponsorship from Toyota and a beautiful shot of downtown Miami from outside the stadium. See the skyscrapers in the background, and it's ruined by the sponsorship from Toyota. And Toyota is my least favorite sponsor of the Lakers. They don't do shit. We're about to start the third quarter, 73-62. Spectrum Sportsnet. Go to Spectrum if you can get to a TV. This is going to come down to the ending, and the Heat are not that bad, but I think their record in the East is pretty similar to our record in the West. I think we're pretty evenly matched. It's awesome. We're up by 11. Keys to the second half brought to you by Lexus. So 2 car sponsorships in 2 seconds, yet I see no cars. Why do we care what Lexus thinks about the game? Control the pace. We're doing way better on fast breaks. We got limit turnovers. We're doing better on that. Limit Heat free throws. Way to go, Lexus. That is some awesome commentary. Thanks for that. But I did learn that we do have a lot of fast break points, and that's good because that's the way that the Lakers like to play. And now we're hanging with Mike Trudell, Lakers reporter on the sideline. And, I don't like his suit, and he's got a microphone that says Spectrum Sportsnet right on the front. And I just don't like Spectrum. And now we got a shot of Luke Walton looking very stoned, but an awesome suit. But, it's a $1,000 suit. He knows how to look good. His number one skill is just looking cool. And maybe coaching. Let's hope coaching too. But definitely looking cool is his number one skill. Now we got a shot of Lonzo Ball on the court, number 2. Wearing Miami has pretty sweet jerseys. They got like the neon pink kind of retro look. Anyway, here's the start of the third quarter. Lakers have it. Ingram is dribbling it up the court because he just plays point guard. We let him do whatever he wants. And he's passing it into Lopez. Lopez is being guarded by a guy that's a little bit smaller. Ingram shoots. Wow, that's good. And yeah, that was just a quick give and go to Lopez to Ingram. And I think that's going to count as an assist for Lopez, but he didn't do anything. 75-62. Lakers are up. Miami has the ball. A little white guy. Gives it to number 13. 13 gives it to number 7, the little white guy. Lonzo's playing good defense. They give it to 13. They pass it around. This one guy's going in the lane. They find somebody at the 3-point line, wide open, number 0. Shoots it. That's good. And it's a 10-point game, 11-20. And yeah, that guy's got some sweet cornrows. Number 0 drained the 3. And if you're going to leave somebody open like that in the NBA, they're going to make it. Randall is wearing awesome purple shoes tonight, and we get it back into Lopez, who's backing in on playing against this other guy. He shoots and fouled and going to go to the free throw line, and my internet is going slow. Now we got another sponsorship from Honda. So we got Toyota, Lexus, and Honda. This is some mixed messages, people. How is that at all effective? If you are going to get advertising money, you might want to do better with it. Anyway, Ingram, TV's going downhill. Ingram passes it in, turns it over. The Heat have it. Zero has it, dribbling it up the court on a fast break. My internet is going slow. He takes it into the lane, shoots at the elbow, and makes it no problem. Lopez played no defense. Did he jump? Probably not. Just put his huge polar bear paw just like in the air, and the guy was like, okay, I'm just going to shoot it over you, and he did. Way to go, Lopez. Lonzo gives it to Lopez, who's wide open for a three. Of course he shoots it. It rattles in, but please, Lopez, stop jacking up those threes. If you're open, you just cannot. Nobody was even trying to guard him. So I guess if nobody's even trying to guard you and you're open for threes, you got to shoot it. But, you know, I don't like it. I'd rather just go to the hoop. Oh, beautiful shot from somebody on Miami. I don't know who this guy is. Little floater shot kind of down in the lane. Lonzo Ball has it. Gives it to... Is that going to be... And turns it over. And that was a miscommunication between him and Randall. And usually him have a pretty good mind meld going. 78-69. I don't know whose fault that was totally. Number 7 gets open and shoots in front of Randall. In and out. And Ingram comes down with the rebound. And the Lakers, lucky to get that rebound. There's 3 people standing under the hoop. Nobody's even trying. Luckily, Ingram comes down with it. But we're going to start missing those offensive rebounds if we just sit on our heels like that. Ingram gives it to, finds Lopez. He's going to jack up another 3. Way short. That's a break. And number 21 for Miami comes down with the rebound. 78-69. I don't like what I'm seeing so far at the beginning of this third quarter. KCP's in the game. And plays good defense against this guy. And the ball goes to the other side of the court and rolls out of bounds. That's going to be out on KCP. And Richardson, number 0. This guy might be a problem. Oh, is that going to be Lakers ball? Oh, way to go, KCP. He's the only one that deserves all the money he's getting. The only professional on the team. Lonzo Ball gives it to Randall, who's wearing awesome purple shoes. They give it back to Ball, who's got his middle school undershirt on, but that's cool. If you're a pro basketball player, you're allowed to wear the undershirt. They give it to Lopez, who's matched up against a guy that's much smaller. I guess this is a good matchup. 20-21. They find Ingram. They're double teaming Ingram. They find Lopez, and then Lonzo Ball's open at the 3-point line. Shoots. That was good. And Lonzo Ball, his 3-point shooting is getting so much better. His stroke looks better. That was just beautiful arc. And if you're wide open, Lonzo Ball, keep shooting those. 81-69. Lakers are making threes right now. Still not super impressed with their basketball overall, but they're winning. And number 7, I think just traveled. Toby traveled, but he was trying to own a little white guy. He looks confused. He looks mad. Yeah, and as number 7, I think he's the one that messed up the play, left Lonzo Ball wide open on the baseline, and he shot a 3. And that was just a perfect shot. 81-69, Lakers have it. Lonzo's dribbling it up the court, being guarded by number 7, the skinny little white guy. Gives it to Lopez. Lopez is this guy. The Heat look very undersized. That is for sure. Ingram has it. Gets a screen from Lopez. Gives it back to Lopez, who's going up against 21 in the lane. And tries to get it to Randall under the basket, and they just hack the crap out of him. Still don't know. And then Randall makes the shot. And of course they don't call a foul, because they never call the foul. And Randall has to go through 2 or 3 people every single time he scores under the basket. I'm so annoyed with that. Even Luke Walton is complaining. Laker fan in the background had some kind of I think a barbecue chicken sandwich. Number 7, the small white guy has it, and Luke Walton, the perennial bench warmer, is complaining with the referees. At least this point in the season, the referees are listening. For the first 20 games, nobody even listened to him. But he's starting to earn that respect around the league, I think, a little bit. 81-71. While I've been talking, the Heat made another easy shot. A little bit of a defensive breakdown. Lakers have it. They give it to Ingram, who's being guarded by 20. He gets a screen from Randall. Dribbles behind the back. Directing Lonzo to do something. The only person that's allowed to tell people what to do is Brandon Ingram. Gives it to Randall. Randall gets hacked. That better be called. Dragic. Number 7, the small white guy is named Dragic. And he's complaining with the referee. And this referee looks about his size. And, yeah, he's complaining. And you know what? He must be from some kind of a European country, so we're going to cut him a little bit of slack on being a weirdo. But, you know, he should shave. You know, get cleaned up. Cut your hair. Internet froze up 8171. Randall better be going to the free throw line. I'm going to refresh my stream. You know, I'm watching it on a shady stream online. So you never know what's going to happen at these things. There we go. And now we have a timeout. Lakers walk off the bench. And now we have a replay of... Oh, I missed a play. Ingram shoots a three and makes it 90-76. And Miami must have instantly called a timeout. But yeah, Brandon Ingram has been making those 3-pointers at this point in the season. That's pretty sweet too. He started making them out of nowhere. And now we got Lonzo back, and we were even able to start winning games without Lonzo Ball. Hart was playing really, really well. We had a lot of good performances from people. Lopez never did shit. But we were able to start winning even without Lonzo Ball. And now that he's back, we're even better. Look at this. We're winning by 14 points, and now we're showing handicapped basketball people in wheelchairs playing basketball on the Miami court. And I think this guy works for the organization as well. But he's also probably a competitor. You know, I guess that is one plus of being in a wheelchair is you never need a chair. He was just working at his computer. You know, didn't even need a computer chair. Yeah. Looks like Heat are doing a lot of good stuff for handicapped people in wheelchairs and basketball. Let's see what the chat is saying on the shady stream. Heat just need a bit of momentum. No homo, it ain't gay. LOL, that... I'm not gay, but 20 is 20. Should have looked at the Heat roster before I put my bet on. Poor roster. Oh, and now this wheelchair guy is a good-looking kid, is getting recognition from the crowd. And leaderboard, Mir, he's got 8 points. He's got to beat this score. And I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, if this is your first time here, leave a comment. I read them after the game. Still on timeout. And if you're a regular, you'll notice I got a different scoreboard up here. You know, I don't know what's going on with Google. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. Watch. Oops. Watch. I'm going to put in Lakers. Nothing's going to come up. Oh. Well, it's a little bit behind. See that? I mean, before it didn't even come up. There we go. 90-76, KFC shot chart. Julius Randle made all his points under the basket. He's 8 for 12 tonight, and he is definitely the best player on the team. Just read an article that it's going to be something like $18 million next year, and let's just give it to him. Now that we don't need to pay Nance Jr. anymore, let's give it to him. We're watching highlights, and he's just owned it. Number 21, he owned 21. And as soon as they start being a little bit more fair with fouls, Julius Randle is going to be a beast. He already is a beast. He plays a little bit like Baby Shaq. But the problem is that they call every foul against him. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 7-7 for his free throw shooting. And, you know, Shaq never did that. But as soon as they start calling the fouls a little bit more fair, he's going to be one of the best players in the league. And Brandon Ingram is my favorite, but Randall's the best. The Heat turn it over. They look so frustrated out there. You guys are professional basketball players. Start acting like it. Ingram gives it to Ball. Ball tries to get it into Lopez. Gets it into Lopez. They double team him for some reason. They find KCP. KCP's guarded by the white guy. And KCP, that's going to be an elbow to his face. And I think that might have been a little bit of acting on this weird European dude, Dragic. Oh, actually, no, he's grabbing his teeth, making sure they're all there. Who knows? Maybe KCP did elbow him in the face. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, yep. That was, if his tongue was sticking out of his mouth, it would have cut his tongue off. KCP, that was definitely a foul. Usually, oh, wow, hit in the face. And that's just, in basketball, sometimes you're just going to get hit in the face. And there's nothing malicious about it, but you got to call it. KCP. He's the only professional. And I just read recently also that he, on his DUI that he was getting in trouble for, he had to go to jail for it or something for 25 days. He wasn't even the guy driving. It was his friend was drunk driving his car. They were both like blacked out drunk. But he wasn't even the one driving it. But he still got into loads of trouble. So everybody should know that. If you get pulled over by a cop and you're blacked out drunk and your friend's driving and he's blacked out drunk, you guys are both getting in trouble. Now the internet is frozen, so I'm going to have to refresh this. Gonna hit that. I don't know what's going on. Here we go. Back in the game. 5:26 left here in the third quarter. Randall's at the free throw line. I don't know how that happened. He's averaging 14.8 points per game, but he is way more. I think that's what happened. I'll look into it, babe.
Yeah, but there's something like he had something on him, or he fought with the cops or something. You don't get sent to being drunk in a car on your friend's car.
But it's your car.
It doesn't matter. You're not driving it.
I don't know. That's what the newspaper was very vague. It wasn't even until the very ending of the article that they even mentioned what it was for. Yeah, but he was able to play practice. He was able to play the Lakers games while on. Anyway, back to the game. 92-78. The small white guy gives it to somebody. They give it back to the small white guy being guarded by Randall. Juking and driving, tries to get in the lane. Randall's playing good defense. Not good enough, though. That was pretty sweet from Dragic. And, wow, that was, you should have seen what he did. He just was able to get it. Wow, good for him. Randall could not have played better defense, but I guess amazing offense beats amazing defense every time. 92-80, it's a 12-point game, 4:42 left. Now we got an ad from Spectrum Sportsnet. Now we got the Golden Oldies. The Golden Oldies. Presented by Florida Blue. Must be a life insurance company. And is, people are here. Oh, Dragish. Oh, what's up, everybody? Thanks for the play-by-play. You're awesome, buddy. Go Lakers. George B. Moreno, thank you so much for coming. Yeah. And honestly, when people come and the games are good and the Lakers are good, it's fun to do this. But you know, sometimes when we lost 9 games in a row, nobody was watching. I was just sitting here doing play-by-play to like at max 10 people. Like sometimes like 3. So, you know, it can get bad too, but it's fun when it's fun. And wow, look at this. We have a cheerleading squad that is nothing but old women. We're talking plus 50 years old. Oh, and men. There's a couple of men in there as well. And this is the Golden Oldies. Never seen this yet, but it is Florida. They got a lot of retirement communities. But this has got to be the best retirement community around. And yeah, they're wearing costumes and they're all dancing. Yeah, the Golden Oldies. And honestly, sometimes I like to make jokes about the Laker girls. And, it's just not that impressive. Well, when you see it compared to a bunch of 60-year-olds, it makes it way more impressive. And, yeah, Laker girls, but this is Miami. Maybe they don't have their own cheerleaders. They have the retirement home out. First time I've ever seen that. Presented by Florida Blue. Don't know if I agree with that as entertainment. If people are paying money to get entertainment. You know what? I guess seeing grandma dance isn't that bad. Meet Hassan White. Okay, I am watching this officially on Miami feed. And meet Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. Friday, March 2nd from 5 to 7 at, somewhere in Miami. And now we're looking at the Starlight Hotel. And it looks like the hotel in the scene where in Scarface. Remember in Scarface? Where they pulled that first, they were trying to do the coke deal, and they had the chainsaw outside on that street. That's where that was. I think that's still the same hotel. And now we got Stu's Spotlight, and they're talking about the passing of the Lakers, and this is just amazing. 6 passes in one play. They ended up giving it to Kuzma, who drains an open 3, and we can definitely use more of that. Los Angeles Lakers 23 assists on 34 field goals made. Yeah, Lopez got a couple of those. He didn't deserve them. Ingram, he can do no wrong. Gives it to KCP. KCP shoots. That's an air ball. Both players go flying to the ground, and let's hope he's going to go to the free throw line. And who's in the game right now? We got IT, Isaiah Thomas, the new guy. We got Ingram. We got Randall. and we got KCP, and it looked like they fouled him after the shot, like was way gone. But KCP is going to go to the free throw line. Oh, and we got Kuzma. So this is a pretty sweet lineup. KCP's got 13 points, 3 rebounds on 5 of 7 shooting. Makes his first free throw because he's a professional basketball player. That's what they do. 93-80. Lakers are up by 13. Probably going to be 14. And since I've been doing this game, this whole third quarter, we have been up by about this amount of points, if not more. Very similar to our last game where we got up by 20 points and we never looked back. I can't believe that this team is above 500. They just don't look very good. Maybe somebody's hurt, but they look undersized. They look slow, and nobody's hitting anything. Miami Heat, they're certainly not going to beat LeBron. Let's just put it that way. But they do have some pretty sweet jerseys. You should see like the retro 80s kind of Ready Player One, that movie. Anyway, it's got a certain look. Anyway. It's like that video game that came out. Remember the 80s video game where you played Rex Colt? It was I think it was the mod of Far Cry. Far Cry Blood Dragon. Man, that game was pretty sweet. Anybody play that game? Imagine if there was a basketball team in that game. That's what the jerseys look like. I love them. Bam Adebayo makes his first free throw. 94-81. And I don't know if I like my new score up there. Let's take a look at Google again. If I just put in Lakers, is it even? See, look at it, it's behind. I don't know what's going on with Google today. I never think that could happen. 94-82. The new guy has the ball, dribbles it up, being guarded by number 7, who's getting a lot of minutes. Maybe too many. How is he not tired? They give it to Ingram. Ingram shoots an open shot, makes it, and not fouled by number 3, but it kind of looked like a foul. 96-82. And Brandon Ingram, who knew that he could shoot as well as this? I didn't know that. All season, he never shot as well as this. When he's open, he makes it. And wow, number 16 for Miami says right back at you. If you're going to leave me open, I'm gonna drain an open jump shot. And IT has it right now. Gives it back to Ingram. Ingram takes it to the lane, shoots, and makes the layup against number 16 again. And number 16 looks frustrated. He's undersized. Nobody's helping him out. They give it to the skinny white guy. Skinny white guy gives it to they give it back to him. And man, he's like the only person there playing hard actually. And what just happened? Ingram was on the ground. So it's Thomas, Randall, Ingram, KCP, and Kuzma. Wow, what a great lineup. And wow, Kuzma just blocked number 3 from behind. That was a little bit disrespectful. He didn't need to do that. So that's out on Kuzma. The skinny white guy, or the small white guy, shoots and drains a 3 in somebody's face. A long time. You think there's gonna rain?
Yeah, it is.
But there's not a cloud in the sky. Anyway,
100% chance of rain tomorrow.
100% chance of rain tomorrow.
100%.
Okay. Starts tonight. All right, I believe you. But after the game, I'll take him out. I don't know what just happened. I was looking outside to see if there were clouds. Just heard word that it's going to rain in Los Angeles starting tonight. But I'm looking outside. There is not a cloud in the sky. I need to look north. Yeah, I need to look towards the mountains. Yeah, now Kuzma's on the ground. 98-86. My bad, peeps. I'm going to get back to the play-by-play. Just got a little distracted. We're dog sitting and we have our dog. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of dropped the ball on walking the dogs today. So, that means that the better half has to pick up the slack. 98-68. And the referee is explaining to both Ingram and Thomas something. They were asking him questions and he was explaining it. Kyle Kuzma, 10 points on 4 of 7, is at the free throw line. And you know what? He doesn't make these. Oop, that one rattles in. And the Lakers have really done much better on free throws since that one run. I mean, it was a bit of an anomaly. They made like 50% free throws for like months. And Zubac is in the game right now. Same with Lonzo Ball. This is a different lineup. We got Kuzma, Zubac, Ball, Ingram, and Thomas. Number 3 almost turns it over, gets the ball back, finds somebody. They get it back to number 3. Zubac's playing defense on him. Step back jump shot. Nope. Fakes it. Passes it. Number 10 gives it to 0. 0 shoots a 3. That's a brick. And then a white guy gets the rebound, not the small white guy. And then who's this guy? Took it to the lane. Number 3 made a sweet layup. Number 3 on Miami. That was pretty smooth. Brandon Ingram going up against 0, goes right around him, gets a screen. Lonzo Ball shoots a 3. That's no good. And Miami comes down with the rebound. And Lonzo Ball shot a 3 in number 3's face, the good guy. Maybe he shouldn't be doing that. They give it to a tall white guy. Tall white guy gives it to another guy. This guy shoots and makes it. It's a 9-point game. 0. Man, this guy is 0. We're going to have to watch out for him. He can drain open shots. Thomas is dribbling it up the court, going up against a guy wearing they're all wearing tights. They're all wearing yoga pants. The team in yoga pants. IT just took it right to the hoop. No problem. And this is the 16th straight game with 100 plus points for the Lakers. That's the longest streak since 1996 or 1993. We're a high-scoring team, that's for sure. Sometimes our defense sucks in the fourth quarter. That's our only problem. Is our fourth quarters are still not super solid. Like this, we're winning right now. It's 101-92. We have been kind of dominating this whole game. Oh, Johnson, he just scored against us. We've been kind of dominating this whole game. But just watch what happens in this fourth quarter. We're just not as tight. And then we start making mistakes. Ingram tells IT what to do. Ingram can do whatever he wants. Gives it to IT. IT shoots a 3. That's good. And it's 104-92. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. And number 3 has it for Miami. Shoots a 3 real quick. Doesn't make it, but 0 comes down with the rebound. This 0 guy is all over the place. 23 seconds left. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Number 0 still has it. Being guarded by Lonzo Ball. He's wasting the time. Has it on the center logo. Gives it to number 3. Number 3 going up against Zubac. Oh, awesome dribbling. Gets him up in the air, and he owned Zubac. He got Zubac up in the air, and he went flying into him. That was like Kobe Bryant. Number 3 on the Heat. So we got to watch out for number 3 and 0. That was beautiful. And that was looking like he exposed him for a rookie there. Oh. That's Dwayne Wade, everybody. Dwayne Wade is back on Miami. 15 points, 7 of 9 shooting in 16 minutes. Dwayne Wade went from Miami to the Bulls to Chicago to Cleveland back to Miami. I don't know. Dwayne Wade is back on Miami, and that is just great to see. And yeah, he owned Zubac pretty hard. And in general, he still plays so silky smooth. And I should have known that was him. And Luke Walton is on the sideline yelling at the referee saying that's fucking bullshit. And the referee is actually listening to him right now. Earlier in the season, I think he just reeked like so much weed. The referees are like, dude, get away from me. I can snitch you out to the bosses. You're reeking like weed, Luke Walton. Luke Walton looking cool on the sideline though, and now he knows how to coach. Uh-oh, Zubac was cherry picking and then turns it over they're gonna shoot at the buzzer. Full court shot, not good. And it's 104-94, and that was actually smart cherry picking from Zubac because there's no time left. And Ennis, wow, he has really lost his role. I saw him giving everybody high fives. And it's 104-90, 10-point game going into the fourth quarter. Thanks for being here, everybody. People are here. I think his name is Dragish. LOL, Pedro Gonzalez. Thanks, everybody. Make sure you leave a comment. I read the comments at the end of the game. And now we have a little video from the Miami Heat. And I must remember to watch the Lakers feed and not Miami Heat. And they got flames everywhere. That just looks dangerous. I can't believe Dwayne Wade is back on Miami. Is he getting paid a bunch of money? So did he get the same contract he had before he got traded a bunch of times? I don't know. But that seemed weird to get him back on the same team with LeBron. But he was on. Okay, obviously all I watch is the Lakers, people. And honestly, that's really my only sports intake other than Skip and Shannon on YouTube is I just watch the Lakers. And now that I'm watching it with no sound, You know, there's just certain things that I don't know. Like I don't know what the fouls are a lot of the times. If it's like a foul away from the ball, I never know what it is. You know, just something you got to live without. And yeah, the graphics from Miami are pretty sweet. They definitely stole the idea from Far Cry Blood Dragon. That 80s kind of retro neon purple look. And now we got Swag Surf, brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. And now that pizza's garbage. I got some kind of a text. Let's take a look. Oh, gotta give the dog food while the other dog is on the walk. That is good thinking. Here you go, Grace. Go, Grace. There you go. I'm back, everybody. And now we got what's called Swag Surf. And they're just, I think you just need to be dancing in the crowd. Now we have, who's this guy? He's wearing a t-shirt. You know, I kind of want to get one of those Heat t-shirts. Now we got Liv Moss, an advertisement from Taco Bell, and we got the Taco Bell Take. Teams with 7+ players averaging 10+ points this season. Miami, Lakers, and Boston. So I guess, yeah, the points are definitely distributed well. And if you would have seen the way that it was distributed last game, that was just amazing. And wow, a lot of empty seats in Miami. What is tonight? A Thursday night? Scoring leaders tonight, Julius Randle, 25. Isaiah Thomas, 18. And I'm sorry for missing that graphic, people. Dwayne Wade shoots in the lane, no good. Lakers play good defense. Lonzo Ball has it on a fast break against 17. And then blocked by 0. And then Kuzma comes flying out of nowhere. And now the referees are calling something. And wow, have you guys seen Kuzma's tattoo on the inside of his left bicep? You know, that's pretty badass. And, yeah, 0 came flying out of nowhere and blocked Lonzo, and then Kuzma tried to get it. I think Johnson might have fouled Kuzma. And IT, he talks so much shit. He's always yelling about something. Can he just keep his mouth shut for more than... I mean, I can't keep my mouth shut for more than 30 seconds. I'm just one of those kind of guys. But I can tell other people that can't keep their mouth shut. And Isaiah Thomas cannot keep his goddamn mouth shut. He's always yelling. And then he got thrown out in the first game, and Luke Walton is pissed about something. Oh, he's saying he's throwing a lot of fuckings in there. You can see the first word of what he's saying, like by lip reading. And he's saying fucking bullshit a lot more. And he just looks angry. And an angry Luke Walton is not the Luke Walton that we want. We want the Luke Walton that just takes naps and stands up every once in a while when we're losing. Just let the team do what they got to do. Zubac still in the game. Who knows why? I think we should play Bryant more. I mean, we have a center on the team. We never play him. He almost turns it over. Thomas saves it for him. They give it back to Zubac, and he throws up a wild shot. And let's get Zubac out. What, can he jump 4 inches? This guy's an athletic liability. He's tall, though. And, oh, wow, he just blocked number 9. He didn't even have to jump. Yeah, wow. And Lonzo Ball's like, that is just crazy. And still a 10-point game. 11 minutes left. Lonzo Ball being guarded by Dwayne Wade. Not playing tough defense against Lonzo. Zubac gives it to Thomas. Thomas shoots a 3. That's good. And Thomas is draining them tonight. And this guy is he's definitely an offensive player. He is actually only an offensive player. I've never seen him do anything on defense. Number 9 shoots a 3 for Miami. That's a brick. Kuzma comes down with the rebound, and that was one of those rebounds that you gotta be strong for. It's almost like they're both fighting for the ball in midair. And I guess Kuzma hit the gym this week, got the ball. Thomas shoots another 3. That's good. And Isaiah Thomas, he's my new favorite player. Holy crap. We have not had, like, somebody that drains threes all night on the team all year. 3-pointers have actually been kind of a problem. And Lopez was, I think, probably one of our better 3-point shooters for a little while. When Lopez is your best 3-point shooter, that's a problem. If Thomas can just keep on doing that, that would just kill. He doesn't even do anything. He just runs to the 3-point line as the point guard. He just runs to the 3-point line and shoots immediately in like the first few seconds. And if he's doing that, that's gonna open up a lot more other stuff. And now we have we got people in the crowd, and they're putting emojis over their faces while they're dancing around. And we got middle school kid in a Dwayne Wade jersey. And you know what? If you're in middle school, you're allowed to wear the nerdy undershirt. But if you are a grown man wearing a jersey and you got the undershirt, that is not cool. And I don't know why they're putting the emojis over these people's faces. Let's just see their faces. Yeah, you know what? I would like to see more dancing. If you want to see good in-house entertainment, the Lakers are pretty good, but Dallas, man, it was so good. And now we have happy birthday to Joel Oppenhoff. Joel Oppenhoff from the Miami Heat. Happy birthday. Let's hope we can see this guy. Definitely from Europe, Oppenhoff. And yeah, in Miami, oh, now we got somebody dancing. Finally, somebody was dancing. Now we have a shot of the crowd, another shot of the crowd, and they're getting excited. They see that they're on the big screen, but they're not. Oh, the two nerdy white guys. Okay, now we got a nerdy white couple, and now we got a whole group of kids. They're having a good time. Now we have another kid wearing glasses with braces, and now we have a middle-aged mom with bleached blonde hair, and she is not dancing, just waving her hand around. And definitely had a little bit of the... Anyway, she looked a little older. Sweet graphics from Miami. Like they're... The way that they show the players, it's like a dark photo. And they got kind of that purple, like Miami, like Blood Dragon kind of theme going. And now we're showing highlights of Dwayne Wade. And now we have a shot of American Airlines Arena from outside. And brought to you by Land Rover Performance Spotlight. Isaiah Thomas, 24 points, 9 of 14 shooting, 5 of 7 3-point shots, and 5 assists. I mean, was that worth Nance Jr.? We'll take a look. We'll see if somebody steps up on defense at the end of the fourth quarter. Like, Nance Jr. was the only person that got offensive rebounds. He's the only energy defensive guy late in the game. No one's taken that place yet. So if Thomas can score more points, then Nance could have saved on defense, then it was a good trade. But I'm really missing Nance Jr. Dwayne Wade shoots on KCP, and KCP, usually great at defense for some reason, could not stop Dwayne Wade. Zubac is still in the game, and to me, he's a liability. Lakers are up by 14, but I can see if this gets a little closer, he's going to be out immediately. Thomas shoots another three, banks it in, and this is just Thomas night on three-pointers. Holy crap. 113, 96, 9:50 left, and Thomas has got 27 points. That's something that I don't think Nance Jr. ever did. Dwayne Wade missed an open jump shot, but Lakers played terrible defense under the basket, and that was one of the first complete defensive breakdowns I've seen on the Lakers all game, where they were all on their heels just looking at each other, expecting somebody else to make the play. Nobody made the play. Thomas has it, goes between two players, goes to the hoop, and makes an easy layup. Wow. Falls to the ground, gets hit in the head by a camera. Let's hope he gets up. Lonzo stole the ball, finds Thomas. He shoots another three, misses it. Lonzo gets the rebound, gives it to Kuzma. Man, Lonzo Ball is badass on defense. KCP shoots a three. That's good. And it's, wow, 118-98. Just like that, we go up by an amount that I can't even count. And the coach for Miami is pissed, and he calls timeout, walks on the floor. He's got a pretty good looking suit on too. And yeah, Thomas banks it in. We got a bunch of highlights here. You should have seen Thomas cut through two players and then just make an easy shot at the basket. Spectrum Sportsnet, we're on commercial break. Thanks for coming, everybody. Isaiah Thomas, oh, the t-shirt toss. Finally, we get a little excitement. And yes, Miami does have their own group of cheerleaders. And t-shirt toss is no good because if you are up in the rafters, you are not getting a t-shirt. You need t-shirt cannons for the people that are up in the crowd. And I'm not going to lie, this has got to be some of the most boring in-house entertainment all year. But at least they have a mascot. The Heat have a mascot. And he's tossing shirts around too. 118-98. And the Lakers just really turned it on just now. It all started from, we drained a three. And then Lonzo stole the ball out of nowhere. Nobody else in the league would have been able to steal that one in that spot. He's like Rodman. He can just see stuff that nobody else sees. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas misses a three. He goes, gets the rebound, and then they get another three. Just an amazing player with Lonzo Ball. And honestly, I still don't know too much about him as a player, but at the beginning of the season, I was confused. I'm like, what's with this guy? He doesn't run that fast. He doesn't jump that high. He can't shoot. What does he do? But I just didn't see what he was doing. He's got a high basketball IQ, and he's just thinking fast. And he's just doing stuff that no one knows what he's going to do next. The defense just can't guess what he's going to do. His passing is that good. And then his passing is so good that sometimes his own players don't even know what he's doing, and they turn it over on sweet alley-oops. But as soon as people start figuring out that I think Lonzo might be super smart, and the players are like, all right, we gotta think like him, the Lakers are going to be awesome. And I didn't explain that well, but Lonzo, the reason he's good is because he thinks faster than everybody else during the play, like at game time speeds. He thinks faster, and you think he's going to do this, and he does that. And the defense is just they just don't know what to do. To me, he plays basketball like a poker player plays poker. He's outthinking his opponents in real time while he's playing. And I don't know. That's how I describe his game. Career high, he's had 52 points against Miami. So Isaiah Thomas loves scoring against Miami. But wow, 52 points in 2016. That was a couple years ago. Maybe that was the year that he won. What did he make it to the All-Star team or something? I know that he did something good. And for some reason, that just updated to 100. You know, I'm going to refresh my stream. I think I might be a little bit behind. 8:48 left here in the game. 18-point game. But it's been closer than that the whole time. They give it to Dwayne. Wade cuts to the lane and, wow, makes it against everybody. That was beautiful. 118, 18-point game, 8:43 left. Oh, I refreshed it, and, you know, maybe you guys are going to get the updates a little bit before me. IT being guarded by number 0. Number 0 is playing pretty good defense. IT finds Zubac. Zubac tries to dunk and fouled by number 2. And Zubac used his full 4-inch vertical jump, almost dunked, but did not have the killer instinct to finish it. And now we're going to have an instant replay on the Carl's cam. Oh, no, this was of Dwayne Wade. And, yeah, Kuzma and Zubac. It's almost, yeah, that was like a veteran going up against two people that just don't know what to do. 118, Zubac makes the first free throw. You know, I think this game's over, people, but I'm not going to call it yet. But it's about to be a 20-point game. Ingram's back in the game, and man, he's my favorite player on the team, and he's just a good-looking kid. Great shoulders, super tall, he can shoot, he seems like a good friend. Him and Lonzo get along. Ingram, we got to keep this team together. Let's just bring in a badass, but keep everybody on the team. That's what I want. Because I would hate to give up like Randall or Ingram and just not have them when they were at their best. And just like, I don't know, I can just see how good they are. And now that was another defensive breakdown. I think that was again on Zubac. In the lane. Is he a center? I think we should put Brian in there. But I guess if we're up by this many points, we're just... all-oop to Zubac. And that was a great pass from Isaiah Thomas. And wow, he's got great passing skills too. Dwayne Wade takes it to the hoop. Nobody's helping him. Nobody at all is helping him. And number 13 comes down with the offensive rebound. And then Dwayne Wade is frustrated about something. And now Luke Walton is up on his feet yelling about something. And now we got a shot of Ingram. I think the foul must have been on him. And you should see this pass. Oh my goodness. From Thomas to Zubac. That was... Did people not realize how good Thomas was before? Remember we got him and it wasn't even that big of a deal? 29 points, 6 assists. He looks like a very, very talented basketball player. I don't see how Cleveland would be so willing to give him up. How is everybody giving up Thomas? That's what I want to know. Miami shoots a 3. That's no good. Kuzma comes down with the rebound. Lakers are up by 20 points. Zubac gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma shoots at the free throw line, and that's good. 124-102. And this is a little bit of a blowout. And I said before that we used to lose games in the fourth quarter. The last few games, we've been up by 20, and then we just keep it at 20 points. So maybe we have learned how to play at the end of the games. And honestly, our record is not even that bad. If you just add in the times, those couple months where we missed every free throw, if you just add those points in and whatever wins we would have had, and then those games where we just blew it in the fourth quarter like a bunch of rookies, we would be in the playoffs. So this is a playoff team, people. Miami shoots. That's no good. Zubac comes down with the rebound. Thomas has it. Shoots a three. That's an air ball. And Miami gets the ball. Have it on a fast break. Dragic turns it over. Oh, doesn't turn it over. And in the confusion, Miami makes the easy 2 points. But still a 20-point game. And Lonzo's got it. And let's just take our time, people. Lonzo gives it to Zubac, and the referees call an off-the-ball foul. Or somebody calls timeout. I think Luke Walton calls timeout. And he looks pretty angry, which is just confusing because we're winning so much. And it was weird. Earlier in the season, we'd be down by like 20 points to Phoenix. And Luke Walton would not even get on his feet. He would not call timeout. It looked like he was taking a nap. And we went for games like this. Luke Walton didn't do anything. And then when we're winning like the last few stretch, he's on his feet the whole time. I mean, honestly, I think that he was listening to us. We were calling him a bench warmer, telling him he's the best bench warmer in the history of bench warmers. I mean, that's just true. He's a Hall of Fame bench warmer, first ballot. And as soon as we started saying that, he's on his feet nonstop. And now the bench is like, dude, shut up about the bench. Now I'm cold. Why did you have to say that? But anyway, the point being that now that we're winning, he seems to be into it. But when we were losing, he didn't care. And maybe that was just his way of coaching, was to let them learn by themselves. And now we got kids dancing in the crowd. That's always fun. And we got a kid that's jacked. He looks like a wrestler. It looks like he has some of that wrestling ringworm. That guy was for sure a wrestler. And he had some kind of infection on his arm.
Hey. No,
I left that there. Yeah. That was my fault. Lakers mobile app presented by Wish. And Wish, actually, it took forever for me to find out. I had to do it on my own time. Is kind of like Amazon, but for cheap Chinese stuff. And honestly, if I can't figure out what the app does without sound, you guys got to work on your graphics. IT shoots, and wow, he gets blocked so hard, but you'd think that would happen more often. Miami has it, and Dwayne Wade gives it to 13, and they get another easy 2 points. So it's a 124-106, and this game is ours if we just don't let that happen a bunch of times. Lonzo Ball gets a screen from Randall, gives it back to Randall. Randall getting fouled, they never call it. He passes it back to Ball. Ingram shoots an open three. That's no good. Randall almost comes down with the rebound, but they don't call that either. And Dwayne Wade has it. And other than Dwayne Wade and Zero, this team has nobody. And they need to give Dwayne Wade some help. That's what they need. He's doing all the work. And Dwayne Wade just made another easy shot because he's doing all the work. 124-108. And this game isn't quite over yet, people. I've seen a little bit of spark here in the last 30 seconds. IT gives it to Ingram. You do whatever you want, Ingram. That's, you know what? Take it to the hoop, shoot against three people, shoot a three. I don't care. You can do whatever. Oh, he passes it to Thomas. Thomas shoots a three. That's an air ball. And that was like one of those deep threes. That was an air ball. Miami has it. Number 7, Dragic gives it to Wade. Wade shoots a three. That's no good. That's a brick. And Kuzma comes down with the rebound and gives it to, okay. Now I think the game's over. I mean, we were able to stop them there. And it looks like the people that paid money are actually starting to leave too. So if you're here and you got something else to do, you're allowed to leave. Because they paid money to go to that game, and now they're leaving. And what just happened? Now we got SoCal BMW. Are these games sponsored by every car company in existence? We've had, let's go through the list. We've had Toyota. We've had Lexus. We've had Land Rover. And we just had whatever that one was. And I still have not seen a car. Still have not seen a car. If you want us to like you, give away a free car per game. Put one under the seat. Go Oprah style. It'd only be like 70-something per year. You can afford that, Toyota. If you're a real sponsor, put up some cars. Ingram has it. Shoots. Gives it to Randall. Randall shoots. Misses it. And 13 comes down with the rebound. So we got 13, 0, and Dwayne Wade, and the number 7. So this team isn't totally lost. Dwayne Wade is owning Ingram, backed him down all the way into the lane. And I think Dwayne Wade, wait, that wasn't Dwayne Wade. And now Randall is complaining to the referee about something. And now we have an advertisement for how far will you go to protect your family? Death Wish. March 2nd. And I don't know. If it's going to be poor man's... anything with Bruce Willis just isn't ever going to be as good as Die Hard. So it seems like everything's been downhill ever since. Except for that one movie with Lilu. Oh, wow. Miami just drained a 3 right in our face. 124, 111. And we just have to start making our shots. They give it to Ingram. Kuzma shoots a 3. That's no good. And Dwayne Wade, who's doing all the work, comes down with the rebound. And they're on a 9-0 scoring run. Dwayne Wade almost turns it over. Does turn it over. He's angry about something. Lakers have it on a fast break. And they foul Ingram, who goes, uh-oh. Ingram might be hurt. Or he's grabbing his testicles. Oh, he's grabbing his testicles. Thank goodness. He was grabbing himself in total huge pain. I thought he might have broken his hand, but actually, his testicles. But you know what? I've never heard of anybody missing a game over getting hit in the balls. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's a good one. And yeah, number 20 just must have nailed him right in the balls. Let's take a look at this in slow motion. Oh! That is exactly what happened. And Ingram, that's going to hurt. And he is still in pain, grimacing. But at least that wasn't a broken hand or something you're going to miss games for. And it's 124, 111, 4:02 left here in this game. And Lakers have got to finish this game right now. And that might be one of the hardest I've seen somebody get hit in the balls all season. And they're keep on showing it. This is the 6th time. Let's take a look at this angle. Oh, it hurts every time. And like you can see his whole body shake. And he is still in pain. Trainers are out there. And one time I was playing racquetball. And I just got hit square myself. And I know what it's like to get hit like as hard as possible. And that one was probably twice as hard. And now we have the Lakers huddled up. Luke Walton's fired up about something, talking to Lonzo Ball. And we're winning the game by a bunch. He's fired up. Who would have thunk it? And Brian Shaw's thinking, what did I have to do? How am I not the coach? He's got the best bench warmer of all time in Luke Walton. Riding the bench for 20 years. Brian Shaw completely gets skipped over. Lonzo Ball has 6 steals tonight. He's got 6 points, 7 assists, 6 steals. Now, he has not been shooting. So those points, he has not been shooting. And now the officials are looking at the instant replay to see, I guess, if that was a flagrant nut shot on Brandon Ingram. After the game, should I go run and get something?
No, I just need to put something else.
Oh, so no meatloaf? No meatloaf?
Yeah, I don't have.
After the game, I can go get them. So no meatloaf? Okay. That's really disappointing. I just love meatloaf. Now I'm talking to the people. The people probably love meatloaf too. Ingram still, it looked like he's crying still. You know what a good looking kid. He's my favorite player. Definitely didn't take a leadership role this year. Certainly going to be the cool guy. That's his role on the team, and he's definitely the cool guy. And this has been one of the longest breaks I've seen for somebody to get hit in the balls. And it's 124, 111, and the referees are talking to the guy that did the kneeing in the balls. And I think they're going to call some kind of flagrant or some kind of technical, though it looked as if it was clean. Like sometimes it's just going to happen. And wow, Ingram still looks like he's hurt. Oh yeah, I got hit in the balls recently. But that was not as bad as racquetball, but that one hurt too, babe. And yep, it looks like there's going to be some kind of a flagrant foul. KCP's at the free throw line and missed the first free throw, which is just annoying because he's the only one that makes them. Brandon Ingram is still in pain, and let's just take him out. If he's still in pain, let's just get him out. We're winning by a bunch. Justice Winslow with a technical foul. And I guess, oh wow, I mean, Brandon Ingram, he's got 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, sweet looking hair. Great shoulders. Once he gets done with basketball, he's going to be a movie star. And he just looks like he's not trying, but he's definitely trying. He's just so good that it looks like he's not trying. And you know what? I think he smokes weed, but, I wouldn't bet on it. Sometimes people just look like they do. It is 6:44. 125, 111. Ingram makes both free throws. 4:02 left, and if we can get a couple stops here, this game is over. Dwayne Wade gives it to somebody, and I still haven't learned these guys' names, but they're all wearing yoga pants. The team wearing yoga pants. They give it to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade cuts to the hoop, finds somebody open. They shoot a three. Almost good, but no good. Randall, beast mode, comes down with the rebound and lets the refrigerator door shut. The jello's jiggling. The butter's getting cold. This game is over. And Randall's still complaining with the referees. And he has every right to complain. 126, 111, 3:41 left. And thanks for coming, everybody. Brandon Ingram looks like he's going to be okay. But, man, it was pretty bad there. Like, you should have seen his face. Like, I thought that his knee exploded or something. Thank God it's just his testicles. And the mascot's name for Miami is named Burke. He's like a flame, I guess. And you know what? Why don't they give him a better name? Like maybe Zippo. And sponsored by Zippo Lighters. Or you just had like a Zippo Lighter mascot running around. That'd be awesome. But you know what? This mascot can dance. Bernie. His name's Bernie. And now we have nerdy middle school girls dancing. And the one on the right's got better moves. And now we have an inner city group of girls dancing. And you know what? I expected better. They're looking pretty nerdy. No dance moves. Oh, and then we had another kid dancing, and he didn't have dance moves either. So, in general, Miami a little bit disappointed in the crowd. Nobody had any sweet dance moves. You go to Staples Center, and they do. Everybody's got dance moves. A lot of guys in skinny jeans, though. Don't see as many skinny jeans everywhere else, but we got infected by them. You go to Staples Center, it's nothing but guys in skinny jeans. Randall has it. Gives it to Lonzo. Lonzo takes it to the hoop. How is that not a foul? He makes the shot. And yeah, this game is over, people. 128, 111. Lonzo's going to go to the free throw line, and I just like the look that he just gave. It was like he was confident, and a lot of, he was looking a little bit timid earlier in the season. He was just looking a little bit like a kid. But if you would have seen the face that he gave once he made, he missed the free throw though. Once he made that shot, I mean, he shot in some huge guy's face. It was super disrespectful. The guy fouled him. He made it anyway, and it was totally like an "I can own you, dude." And that was the best face I've seen him make. Lonzo Ball. You know what? We got to keep him. Forget about his dad. His dad doesn't do shit. He just likes tweeting. Number 8 shoots a 3. That's no good. And Miami has gone completely cold. They have not made a shot in forever. And now all of a sudden, loads of seats are empty. Even 2 at courtside. So, multiple courtside seats now empty. So, if you leave, don't feel bad. At the beginning, for sure. I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, so the game's over? You guys are just going to leave? But, you know what? If they're paying money to leave and they leave, then you're allowed to leave on YouTube. Thomas can't keep his mouth shut, yelling about something, turns it over. And he just looks so frustrated all the time. And I think he acts like somebody that's 5'9" trying to play basketball. And that's why, in general, I'm not a big fan of little guys playing basketball. Like, pick another sport. But he's got a chip on his shoulder or something, and he just cannot ever let anything go with the referees. And I think it was his smart mouth that got him thrown out that first game with the Lakers. Lakers calendar. We got the Spurs. We got the Blazers. Saturday we got Blazers. Then we got Magic. We got the Nuggets, and then we got Cleveland next Sunday. Or not next Sunday. We got Cleveland coming up like 5 games from now. But next game is against the Spurs, and that's going to be a test to see how good we are, because we are on a little bit of an upturn right now. And Lopez, always acting like a jackass on the sideline. But he was at least able to score some points tonight, so he's allowed. And I saw him play some defense, but nothing more annoying than us losing by 20, Lopez not doing shit, and then him trolling on the sideline. It's like, dude, sit down. Luke Walton looking more and more like a coach as this year goes on, and he does like no bench warming anymore, which is amazing, like absolutely amazing. Luke Walton not warming the bench, but he's not doing it anymore. Lakers pass it into Lonzo. Lonzo gives it to Thomas. They're just trying to run down the time. Thomas gives it back to Lonzo. And there's some kind of a foul away from the ball. And Miami's going to get it. 2:42 left. Make sure you leave a comment. And I read the comments. And then I will do the good, the bad, and what to look forward to. But in general, when this is over, I kind of wrap it up quickly. And I've had some complaints like, dude, there's still people around. You got to do more of a post-game kind of thing. But I just kind of wrap it up. I don't know too much about basketball. And basically everything I know, I just say. So once the game's over, I just kind of ran out of words. But I'll do the good, the bad, and what to look forward to. And then I'll see you guys next time. Randall gives it to IT. 2:14 left. They find Kuzma. Kuzma shoot a three. Pad those scores. Pad those points. And yeah, people in Miami are leaving like crazy. IT has it, being guarded by a guy wearing yoga pants, number 0. They try to get it to Randall under the basket, but it's turned over. And number 22 has it for Miami. Or number 20. Very small feet. Definitely the smallest feet on the court. They give it to the small white guy, number 7. He has been a nothing this whole entire fourth quarter. Where's he been? Number 7. He has done nothing in this fourth quarter. Isaiah Thomas has it, and I am just so impressed with his offense, his passing and his shooting. And at first, I was just a little bit confused about what happened. We lost Nance. We got IT. IT was on Boston, and then he was on Cleveland, and then he was immediately with us. I don't know. I just didn't understand what was going on, but I get it now. He is an offensive sharpshooter. He can make his shots, and he can go to the hoop. And he just almost turned it over again, but Lonzo's gonna save him. Lonzo shoots, and that didn't even count. IT turned it over, but that's okay if we have a shot clock violation when we're up by so many with 1:16 left. And now we got an advertisement for 5-Hour Energy. Get back to 100%. And Richardson, number 0, like one of the only talented players on Miami, is on his feet. And let's hope he's not hurt, because Miami really needs that guy. He's slow to get up, but also my internet is slow, so can't really tell what's going on. And now Thomas is complaining about something, and he just will never shut his mouth. Bryant coming into the game finally. I mean, we got a center on the team. We never play him. The fact that he looks like he's 15 years old, that shouldn't hurt him. I mean, he looks like he's 15 years old. Finally going to see a little court time. And I want to see Ennis or Caruso. We got so much use out of those guys. Caruso was improving. Love seeing them. And then as soon as Lonzo gets back, I haven't seen either of them since. So Ennis or Caruso, who would you rather see right now? Honestly, I would take Caruso. We got a little bit of Ennis last game. Julius Randle and Isaiah Thomas, they combined for 54 points on 9 of 33 and 6 for 12 3-point shooting. And Julius Randle, I didn't realize he was getting that many points, but he's definitely the best player on the team. And when he's not in foul trouble, he is unstoppable. And he plays like Baby Shaq. He's definitely really good, but they just call everything against him. And then the referees don't realize that the night before everybody called everything against him because he's a second year, and he just doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. But he really is good, and he is talking with Isaiah Thomas, who, you know what, I think he might be a little crazy. He's got a little bit of a crazy look in his eye, and Randle is laughing. 1:16 left. Lakers are up. This was just a great win, and the momentum we need going into the game this Saturday against the Spurs. And Clippers lost, and I said earlier, if we beat the Clippers, we are that much closer to the playoffs. And honestly, I think that we are looking at a playoff caliber team. We have not played like a really good team in a little while. So it's kind of hard to tell, but we really kicked the crap out of Miami here. And they're pretty good. So I'm going to refresh my internet. This stream just froze up. What's going on?
Spectrum slows down on purpose because you talk shit about them.
Yeah, Spectrum. They screw me as much as they can. What, do you guys like Spectrum? Have you guys ever? Yeah, I know, but everybody hates Spectrum. Like, I have never met anybody that's like, oh yeah, those people, they give me exactly what I want for a fair price.
They give me exactly what I want for a fair price.
But no, they're ripping us off. It's too expensive for all that. It's not a fair price. That's a fair. How is that a fair price if Netflix is like $5?
Internet and cable.
Okay, well, I don't like Spectrum, but, you know, their internet is pretty fast. And if you're listening, thanks for the internet. Screw you on the Dodgers. 128, 111, 106 left. And people are still here. Thanks for the play-by-play. You're awesome. You know what? I'll wait till the very ending. 106 left, and let's try to make this 30 points. So, you know what? I'll do the good, the bad, and then what to look forward to, and then I'll read the comment. All right, you know what? I'll just do this till the end. I'm not gonna get lazy. I used to do one time. I did the Dodgers World Series Game 7, and that thing was 4 hours. I did the whole entire thing. Never doing that again. Miami shoots a long three. That's no good, and that goes out of bounds. Luke Walton catches it. And I saw him do a lot of that when he was a player. They're sitting on the bench catching the basketballs. Oh, Innis is in the game. So, you know, great to see Innis in the game. And this is the second time in a row in which he chose to bring in Innis before Caruso. And, you know, maybe Innis might be a little bit better. Miami shoots. That's an air ball. And Miami is just falling apart. Oh, McGruber. There's a guy named McGruber on Miami. He's got to be like a third-tier player. Innis dribbles it up, takes his time. And you know what annoys me about Innis is they always put him in like when we're like draining down the time. And he doesn't take the final shot at the buzzer to try to score some points, even when they're up by a bunch. Like, he didn't score any points the whole game. Why wouldn't you try to shoot a three at the buzzer? I don't know. That annoys me. 33 seconds left. Thanks for coming, everybody. Make sure to come back Saturday if you can't get to a TV. We're going to play the Spurs. And it's funny that when the final 5 minutes of basketball is very, very fast if it's not a close game. And 17 seconds left. Like, this can go on forever if it was close. 13 seconds left. Kuzma's draining down the time. And I don't see why he wouldn't just shoot. Let's hope he shoots. Oh, he does shoot. Makes it. See? Kuzma knows what he's doing. Try to drain that three at the last second and get those points. Miami almost turns it over, and that is the end of the game. Lakers win 131-113. Luke Walton gives somebody a high five. Looking cool. And it was the Los Angeles Lakers' first win in Miami since 2008, so in 10 years. So that is great, and thanks to Thomas, we had a great game. Same with Lonzo. Loads of people had a great game. All right, so I'm going to read the comments and then do the good, the bad, and what to look forward to. Here we go, reading comments. Thanks for the play-by-play. You're awesome, buddy. I think the name is Dragish. LOL, skinny white people always show up versus the Lakers. Thank you for streaming, my good man. Ingram seems like a good friend. Martin Brown, what's up, dude? He's a regular. Zubac is pronounced Zubac. Zubac, not Zubac. Thanks, Sam Cole. Zubac. No meatloaf. Nope, no meatloaf tonight. How did Lonzo do today? He had like 8 points, 7 assists, and a bunch of steals, like 6 steals. He played great. And his defense was pretty good too. Bro. Oh, how did Lonzo? Oh, why are you hating on short dudes in the NBA? I don't know, Sam. It's like, pick another sport. Caruso, yeah, Caruso and Bryant are really good on the Lakers D-League team. And George B. Moreno, thanks. Martin Brown, are you the one who said your uncle was Stu Lance? That's awesome. The good, the bad, and what to look forward to. And usually I read the comments on Facebook too, but haven't been doing Facebook, but I'm going to get that next time. I just got to pay the money and stream on both Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, Facebook, it's a tough crowd. They don't like me. Or it's not they don't like me. It's just somebody doing what I'm doing, which is talking to a computer, which is like kind of weird. It's normal for YouTube, or more normal for YouTube. And then on Facebook, people are like, what the hell is this? What are you doing? I'm like, what does it sound like I'm doing? And then they stay for the full hour. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. The good was everybody on the team played with confidence. It looked like we were gelling a little bit. People were learning their roles. Randall was able to just score all the points he needed to. And it didn't seem like it took away from people. Same with Ingram. He was able to score. And MVP of the game was for sure Isaiah Thomas with 30-something points. Loads of assists. Isaiah Thomas just looked like another player tonight than he did in any other game. And he literally looked like an all-star. So Isaiah Thomas, I'm real happy to see that because I honestly didn't know anything about him. except for the fact that he's really small. But he can play offense. That is for sure. That is some top tier offense. The bad. See, what was the bad? The bad was that Lonzo. It was when Thomas is having a great game. I think he takes away from Lonzo a little bit. So the need to have both of them on the team for like a long period of time might not be there. I think we brought him in. We brought in Thomas just to change things up. Or anyway, I saw those two in terms of points. It was a little bit of a zero-sum game in which if Lonzo gets points, then Thomas won't. And then if Thomas, anyway, just like when Randall doesn't take away any points from Lonzo, they're very complementary to each other. Where, you know what, maybe the bad was that I saw that Thomas and Lonzo might be a little bit incompatible if the point is to score points. If you want to score points. And I can see how him scoring all those points and draining all those threes would be annoying if you're the star point guard. What to look forward to? Well, what to look forward to is we're playing a great team, the Spurs, on Saturday. And this is just going to be a great test because we have come out of the All-Star break super hot. And before that, we had a really good February or January. Good January. February, I don't know. We had a really good month. And we're just playing good in general. So, though we've been playing worse teams, it'll be good to see how we do against a top-tier team like the Spurs. Make sure you come back on Saturday if you can't get to a TV. And even if you get to a TV, you can watch the game and listen to me. Some people do that. And then you can see why I'm saying what I'm saying. Make sure you subscribe if you want to come back. Thanks for coming. You guys are the greatest. Let me just take a look. Oh, all right. Yeah, well, anyway, he's not my yeah, Martin Brown. I knew that he probably wasn't. Yeah, well, thanks for coming, everybody. If you're here from Facebook, I will for sure get that next time because there's just so many people on Facebook. But don't forget, whatever happens, people, YouTube, you guys are my peeps. Thanks for coming.